up? It's your girl Kendra, and you are watching Kendra Music TV, and I'm back with another review. This review is of Married to Medicine LA Season 2, Episode 1. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe down below to my channel. Like this video, subscribe. Comment what you thought about this week's episode, and follow me on all social media platforms. Let's get into this video. Alright, so you guys know last year they did not see fit to give the girls a reunion. So maybe now that we're like solidified and actually like this is a show, we are doing this, we are watching this, then they'll get a reunion. We see like the girls have glowed up, honey. There's like a recap of the season, or like a fast forward or trailer, and we get to see like they're gonna go to NOLA, and there's all these beautiful colors, and the girls are snatched, and the girls have hair and makeup, and I mean, I'm just glad that everyone's back except for Dr. Noelle. Now, I didn't see Asha yet, but I did notice that Dr. Noelle wasn't there, and I like Dr. Noelle. She was positive, she was fun, she was like humble, she was a dancer, she was fit, she was a mom. Like, I still follow her. Oh my gosh, a little camera move, child. Oh, Kobe. I still follow her on Instagram because I just love her energy, and she's like, Kobe, please stop moving the camera, sweetie pie. I just like her, and so to see that she's not gonna be on this season, I was kind of sad. But I was watching y'all, and I was like, y'all know I just finished my master's, okay, and I was watching, and I'm like, should I get my doctorate though? I don't know. That's a lot of work, y'all. That's a lot of work. All right, so we see that Jasmine and Shanique are back, and they are still a pair, still role buddies. Remember, they are wives of doctors. Jasmine has like this concierge business, and we see that they like rent out luxury vehicles, and they have like these nice, I mean nice houses in the hills. And then we see that Shanique is still on her, I think she's a realtor, a project manager, and she wants to become a realtor, so she's still on that. And we see the two together, right? I'm not sure how I feel about Jasmine's confessional look. She has like a dark undertones with like blonde highlights. Remember before she had like, it was like a full golden look. She was a golden all over, but she's a pretty girl. Everyone on the cast is beautiful, right? We see them together, and Jasmine looks like she's more about like twisting this narrative from last season, and so she's really trying to drive home this narrative of her being this wife and a mother and working, okay, and so yeah, we're gonna see how that go, right? Dr. Britton is back, and she is back to stay. Remember last season she secured a job that was not starting until the next year. So whenever they were shooting the last time, a year has passed, and now they live there. Now, I'm gonna say I feel sorry for the husband, because he don't seem like he really feeling LA like that. And for the reasons that they list, I can understand. They went from a 7,000 square foot home to a 2,500 square foot home, and it's just like, I mean, come on. When you come from the South, I always tell people, you know, y'all know I'm from California, I always tell people, when you come to the South, like, it just, the money, I mean, the things that you can get for the amount of money that you just can't do that in California. And granted, I love California. I love the feel, I love the culture, I love like the beaches and the shopping, and you know, I love it, but it's expensive. And so you know, Dr. Britton, she's gotten this dream job, but her husband he still kind of seems like, yeah, we here, but you know, it's a whole lot like we living in this shoebox. The kids are sleeping with you, I'm not able to sleep with you, and the kids are probably sleeping with her because they're military, so they're used to her being gone. So now that they have both, you know, they're gonna go through that a little bit, they're gonna go through that little phase. But yeah, they're back. So was I calling Dr. Imani Iman last season? Or do I just think Iman because Dr. Imani is so model-esque? I don't know what it is. But anyway, Dr. Imani is back. And we see that her new normal is that Phil has been gone on the road because he cannot make money the same way that he used to with his musical group in LA. So he is living in Oklahoma working. Now look, as a married woman, I understand that everything that's for you may not be for someone else. Okay, I also understand like how Jasmine keeps her man, you know, pretty much a secret, or she don't have him all on the show. I understand, you know, the divide. I understand that too. But when you say that your husband who does music has left like one of the music capitals of the world to go off and do, what did she say? He was reinventing himself in Oklahoma. He opened like a new business. It raised more than a few eyebrows. Now, Dr. Imani is a stone cold fox, all right? But I can't help but feel like, why Oklahoma? Like, you can go to Arizona. Arizona has lots of, thriving things going on. And then for 3 months, it's not like he just went for like a quick little second and he flies like every other weekend to secure things. You just stand out there for 3 months. This is bad business, and anybody that is into the show and into the mess, they're digging up things as we speak. So God, I hope that everything is just copacetic with Phil. God, I pray and hope. I didn't know that Phil wasn't Idris's dad. They kind of look alike to me. I don't know if it's just because they're the same skin tone. He came into his life pretty early, so I could see why they're so close and why they have that dynamic, but I really thought that was his child. So but anyway, they're giving it a long distance go, and if you don't know me by now, I do not support long distance. It takes a lot of energy. I have been through it too many times. It drained me of my energy too many times, and what's for you is for you. But if you were to ask me if I advocate for it, I just don't. If you can avoid it, don't do it. If you can't avoid it, just try your best to get through it, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. So we see the ladies from the original Married to Medicine. Now this is a show that I do not watch. Okay. Partly because I follow For It's Rocks. Pretty much everything she reviews, I'll watch. Now, How to Get Away with Murder, Power, I don't watch those, but I'll watch her videos and just, listen to her talk about certain stuff while I'm doing things around the house. But, as Married to Medicine started to get more popular, I would kind of tune into some episodes, and I was just like, okay, these women, they're like auntie age. They're like, could be my parents, could be my auntie, which is, the same in some of these other shows. But to see them like arguing and fighting about real issues, divorces going on, like it just wouldn't interest me every time. And they weren't, a lot of those women, like, I don't know what it is, like they're not like plastic or like, this is gonna sound bad, but they're not like plastic or like, they don't give me ratchet vibes. They give me like true professionals, really studied for this and understand what they're doing. So to see them like going back and forth and bickering, I just was like, okay, it's a lot, it's too much. Okay, and so as time has gone on, you guys know the franchise has gotten super popular, and so I've tuned into a lot of other episodes. I've enjoyed Heavenly's quips, but also cringed at a lot of them. I've enjoyed Quad, and I see that she's on Sister Circle. And so, now I don't mind it too much, because obviously the ladies have cleaned up quite a bit, and, they've really made the franchise their own. So when they started with Married to Medicine LA, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this a try because it's a new show. It's coming from, LA, and let me just see what it do. And I also think at the time, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was on. Real Housewives of Atlanta was on. T.I. and Tiny was on. Maybe Shekinah and all that show with Toya and them was on. I was like, it's too much out of Atlanta. Okay, it's too much. All right, so anyway, that's my whole spiel. So we get Quad Toya, Heavenly, Contessa, they filing in, or they're gonna be coming for Britton's birthday, right? And so we see that Jasmine, she is like the hostess with the mostest, okay? She's allowing them to stay at one of their investment properties. And I was just like, is this what we doing? Like, how do we get into this? Do you have to have like a certain amount of, pay, a certain amount of zeros behind your paycheck? Because I mean, whatever we need to do, you need to have a class, okay? Because I was like, this is nice. It was 4 floors, and it had like this beautiful view, and the tubs, and like the little touch screen mirror thing, and then the wines, how she had that set up, and it just, and then once they got there for her to have sushi and In-N-Out for them, I just was like, girl, this is how you host. Okay, this is how you host. I just was like, okay, Jasmine. Okay, I don't remember. I didn't really like her last season because she seemed a little stuck up. But I was feeling this. I was feeling this. Even Heavenly admitted that she had Jasmine pegged all wrong last season. She thought she was just like a dummy. But she realized, like, no, she knows her stuff. She graduated from college, right? So, they pick up the girls. The Uber picks up the girls, and they see this, and Jasmine is giving the tour and just really rolling out the red carpet for the girls, right? I couldn't tell if she was just like kissing up, or if she was just like, if this is her genuine hosting skills, right? Girl, because I was taking notes. It was just nice. It was very, very nice, all right? So the girls split up the next day to go hang out with like their respective parties. I see that they are going to drive home this Imani and Jasmine situation when they had already like asked for forgiveness, apologized, hugged it out, things were good. But I'm like, I guess we need something to spark something. And y'all know Heavenly, she be stirring the pot, right? So she goes on this hike with Dr. Imani, who is like half dressed, and Dr. Heavenly is fully clothed. We don't know what the weather is, but I ended up tweeting, I think that, Dr. Heavenly thought it was going to be mosquitoes up there, and Dr. Imani knows LA, and it wasn't no mosquitoes. But anyway, so they go on this hike, and Heavenly is asking about the situation with Jasmine. Y'all know Dr. Imani is pretty real. She's pretty cool. Like, she don't really be tripping like that. But you can also tell that they don't really vibe, her and Jasmine. But it's not a big deal. They're able to speak in the same spaces. They're able to hug it out. But I think what happened was, which is what usually happens, the episodes air and all the drama ignites, right? And so Jasmine says that, the drug dealer house comment, she can't get away from it. It's, forever tied to her name because the internet is forever. And so she has a problem with Dr. Imani for even saying it. But my thing is, how you gonna get mad at her for the backlash? She can't control that. She said it. It was a joke. She didn't realize like how you took it. She apologized for how she made you feel and all of that. And then the episode came out. So now you re-mad? Like, that just don't even make sense. Like, logically. I can understand you being upset about it, but not being upset at her because she already apologized. So we see that that's what they're going with. So fine. Okay. So Jasmine, Shanique, Contessa, Toya, and Quad, they go to Venice Beach. Heavenly and Dr. Imani are hanging out at, they're hiking, right? Dr. Britton says, listen, I work during the day. I can't just be going out traipsing all through. I can't do that, okay? I'll catch y'all at the cocktail party. So they have the cocktail party, and Jasmine has, I'm telling y'all, she is the hostess with the mostest, okay? Contessa's laying there getting her makeup done, and I said, can we, God, I've seen what you've done for others. Amen. Come on. Right? So they're getting ready for this party, and y'all, my nails are so bad. Oh, they're so bad. Okay, they're getting ready for this party, and Jasmine has the bartender there, and she has the caterers there, and they all checking her out, and I just was like, ooh, it's a lot. It's giving me cringe. And they're just getting ready for the party, right? And we get introduced to this new doctor. She's an OBGYN, Kendra. Now listen, I'm all about body positivity. I'm not the smallest person, and I've been known to have my stomach out when I should not have had it out. It's definitely, you know, a Cali thing, and then as that traveled on and into the other states, you know, crop tops really caught on, and now everybody and their mama wears crop tops. Okay, but Kendra, she's not like the type that she doesn't give me that she understands her weight. Okay, she could have did a high waist and a crop top and still had the stomach out. She could have did something more, like the pants were ill-fitting. Her stomach, I mean, the top just like stopped here, and then it was just like all belly, and then the pants was like tucked up under the belly. And so for me, because I am a girl who has a belly, I just understand how to better dress that. All right. And so to see her not really understand, not really be self-aware enough to understand how she looked, because it wasn't that she wasn't giving me like, I'm owning this outfit. It was very much like, I was once a size before my child, and I could wear this outfit, so now I'm still gonna wear this outfit. And it just was like, no, because I mean, she's a very, very pretty woman. So I'm like, there's lots of other fits where her stomach still could have been out that would have just done her better than that. And I'm pretty sure she was watching tonight. I hope she was watching tonight and was just like, yeah, no, that wasn't the outfit. But regardless, I'm sure they all have. I mean, I've done these videos and seen makeup and hair and all kind of stuff and been like, girl, this is out there for people. How many people have seen this? You can't change it. So, I mean, I feel it, but the amount of confidence, okay? But anyway, the ladies are outside and they are hazing. To me, it's hazing whenever they get together and they're talking about what type of doctor each one is. And it's so funny to me that Heavenly does this, because I distinctly remember her going through this same hazing because she's a dentist, right? I feel like they was giving her a hard time because she wasn't a real doctor. Like, she was a dentist and everyone else was like a real doctor. And so they're giving this girl an issue because she like reconstructs the female body parts or something. I don't know. Okay, and they get on this conversation with Kenya and things get heated up fast because Kenya shows off her baby, who is very clearly mixed with Asian. Okay, and then Heavenly oversteps like she does, like anyone who knows of a Heavenly knows her to do, and ask about Kendra's male husband's body parts. And she claims that she asked, but she more accuses and assumes very ignorantly. Okay, and so Kendra, you gotta watch how Kendra reacts, because for me it's like Heavenly's being Heavenly, and clearly you're a new girl, so she's trying to get a rise out of you. Okay, she's trying to make a moment, and you gave it to her. I mean, Kendra got so upset and was popping hands and really about ready to like lay hands on this woman, and I'm like, we are much too old and we are doctors. Like, that part of it for me is just like, Kendra, you couldn't think of no like witty shade to throw at her, or you couldn't like take it in stride and go off in the confessional. Like, you really let this woman take you there, and so much to the point she had to come up out of the party and she's just looking a mess, like going off, and you know, Jasmine has to calm her down. But everybody always gives Heavenly that excuse of being Heavenly. I mean, I tweeted Heavenly probably was like that in the sandbox. I mean, to be honest, like, she don't ever give you nothing different, so I don't know why we be surprised that she's behaving this way. I don't know why. So another person who decided to show out tonight was Quad. Dr. Imani finally arrives with her friends. You know, everybody's there. Dr. Britton's there. Everybody's there. And the Quad is about to give a toast, and is talking over Britain and shushing her. And I don't know, hold on, let me make sure I get it right, because I know it's probably a quad hive. I think she was talking first and Britain dipped in, and then she had a problem with Dr. Britain dipping in and kind of shushed and shooed her. So then I had a problem with that, because this is a grown woman and I don't know why she's talking to her like that. And then let me see. So then that kind of continues. It kind of happens a couple more times. And then we get in a situation where Quad is trying to... Child, I'm trying to get this right, because I just was so taken aback by Quad's behavior. Oh, let me say, first, Dr. Imani arrives and she does not speak to Jasmine. Now, a lot of people on Black Twitter were, you know, upset about this because this is Jasmine's party. She's hosting it. I think it was probably editing. Dr. Imani does not give me, I'm just gonna straight not speak, because she doesn't really seem bothered about the situation. Because even when Quad brings it up in the toast, she's just like, okay, let me clear this up now. Like, me and her will go, and then Jasmine kills it and she's just like, well, let her finish the toast and then we'll go off and talk about it. But then they're trying to have like a full powwow about it, and Britain's like, you're not in this, Quad, like you're doing too much. Quad is shushing her. Britain is like, you know, clearly off the liquor, but it's like, no, I'm not gonna be shushed. And I'm just like, what is happening? What is happening? And why Contessa ain't hopping in? Apparently, we find out that Contessa and Britain are like tight. I mean, like, we're college roommates. They have all these old pictures together, enlisted in the military together. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, they're real friends, honey. The military friends, they be lifelong friends for real. So I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to understand, like, they probably brought the veteran girls in just to spark everything off and get the views in real heavy. But for Quad to just be so off-putting like that, and Heavenly just to be, I just was like, ew. We do see some previews for this season. Dr. Imani and her husband might not make it, y'all. I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping that everything stays cool. But like I told y'all, that long distance, I don't know. I don't know if Asha's coming back. I don't remember if I saw her in the opening credits. I told y'all Dr. Noelle wasn't coming back. Dr. Britain, she's probably gonna go through some things with her husband, because they're living in the shoebox. He's moved across the world. Is business great for him? Y'all know he's a realtor. I don't know. Those type of things can be hard on marriages and relationships. Shanique and her husband, y'all remember how he was, okay? Y'all remember how he was. He was, you know, he don't do that type of thing. That's the woman's job. And y'all know how he was. And she is gonna be trying to get her become a realtor. And it don't really look like he really feeling that too much. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this first episode. I will be reviewing it just like I did last year. I am Kendra. This is Kendra Music TV. Comment down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.